Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. To the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Looking to throw again. Now he's going to break the pocket. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quick release by the QB. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This is certainly one way to play great defense. Just play keep away with your offense. This drive will not end. 3rd down, hauls it in and takes it in for a touchdown. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing for this offense now moving forward in this game. That last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got the back in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Line is set on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Ross. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Here's the handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's second and 14. Rushes on him. Gets rid of it. It's complete. And they'll knock him down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Looking to throw for it. Finds his man. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Catch in the middle. It's Ross. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. It's caught. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking downfield on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on third and long from the 22. Throws to the tight end. It's complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. The screen, and watch out. Across the 25, he's got room. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Second down, they'll go to the air. Find space on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Creates a little space. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. He makes a grab. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll run it. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. They'll go back to work on offense. They go to the ground. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Back to pass. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Here's the pressure. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down, 4th down coming up. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. From the gun, he leads it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now the play fake. Dances away to buy time. Open space at the 25. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Out of the gun. The inside handoff to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to sneak it.
It's not sexy. It's not pretty. It's actually kind of old school because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see quarterbacks under center that much. But what do? You keep your momentum going. You've already strung together a bunch of plays. Now is not the time to get super aggressive. Way to go high percentage, run the quarterback sneak, get the 1st down.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. And they'll try to break the seal on the second quarter by putting 3 on the board. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Got it in the middle. It's Ross. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. Makes the catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Line getting set on 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ross. Breaks into the open. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Oh, he makes the catch. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. 3rd down play from the gun. He's got it. And it'll be a touchdown.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. A quick pass to the left. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got it down the middle. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Going to swing it on second down. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On first down from the 13-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick strike complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
Well, that's now the second missed field goal for this kicker, and I tell you this, you can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Hauls it in. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to go up top on first down. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. To the air on second down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the middle. He's got it. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. Back to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Working that left side now. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he's got it in the end zone.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. The give on the counter. Nice move there. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man quickly. Oh, he's got some space. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on first down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. He caught it. Into the end zone for a touchdown. All even up after that one. Basically a brand new game.
And with a tie, guess what? Back to the offense. Back to the offense. Which defense can get a stop? These offenses have been humming.
Point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got it in the middle. It's Ross. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll start this drive with a pass. It's complete to the left. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Firing to the right, complete. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's loose down the left side. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It's complete. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They'll open the second half with a run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the inside give. Gets it past the marker. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
He's got it on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. The ricochet off the left upright and through. The lead now trimmed to 28-24.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The give to the back. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quick release on the RPO. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And he hauls it in inside the 30.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He got it. Into the end zone for a touchdown. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. The screen, he can go. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Flips it out in the flat. Turning it on. Continues to fight for yards. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look,
intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. No one's going to get him. Touchdown.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And now this offense will take the field again. To the air on first down. Using the quick game.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Quickly complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Punts it out of the air. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Finds a little space. There he goes. He's in for the score. Touchdown. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Getting set for the point after. Right down the boulevard. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with a 60-yard run to the house. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Gets it out quickly. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The RPO, it's complete. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. On target. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got it. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. It's complete on the right side.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Catch in the middle, it's Ross.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Red pass, it's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. After finishing a drive with a field goal earlier, this one will be a 33-yard attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Now the lead is down to 11. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They'll try the run. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Makes the grab on the left. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got an open man. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Makes his man miss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Motion from the wideout. The play action fake. Got his man downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
Gain of 16. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. He's got it. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. The holder will put it down on the right hash. A 33-yard try. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. With the catch, it's Ross. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Asher. Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Pocket breaking down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one. Got his man. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Asher. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll run it from the gun. Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
And he makes the extra point. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Hooks. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Off play action on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The give from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They go right back to it. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. On first down, here comes this offense. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. After the run, now to throw. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.